Yes, people, check in, check in, check in, check in, check in. Wagwan. Big up yourself, whether you're there yard or you're there abroad. Guan, big up yourself. Bossa Blanc for that one. Blessed Grand Rising. Good morning, good evening, and good night to each and every one of you that's watching right now, live, Next Up Sports Talk. Hi, my name is Francis. I am the owner and the host of this channel, Next Up Sports Talk, where we talk about, again, all things sports. Right now, we're keeping it specifically on the Reggae Boyz, and hopefully very soon the Reggae Girls and all the other umbrellas under the JFF when it comes to the football. Yes, I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior for another one, because without him, none of this would be possible. God is the greatest. Yeah, God is the greatest, and he definitely deserves all glory, all praise to his name. Yeah, so definitely want to give thanks to my Lord and Savior for another one. Big up to each and every one of you, my people, each and every one of you, my people, that continue to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and definitely show your love and support to this channel. It is definitely appreciated from the bottom of my heart, and I'm sure the bottom of all the other subscribers that subscribe to this channel and that hit the like and subscribe button. Yeah, blessings to you and your family, and I hope everybody is safe. Everybody that's traveling to work this morning, everybody that's already at work this morning. Yeah, blessings to you, my people. The topic we're going to be talking about today is the Reggae Boyz versus health. I believe the biggest opponent that the Reggae Boyz have to date is health. And we're going to talk about that. There's at least 50% of you that have not subscribed to the channel. So what you waiting on? Come on, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps with the growth and the visibility. Definitely hit the like button, because that helps with the algorithm. It let other people know that we are live. It let other people know that there's content going on right over here at Next Up Sports Talk. Again, once I'm available, I'm always going to make sure that I give you all the content that you deserve. You understand? We're going to keep the conversation going. We're going to keep the conversation flowing. We are 22 days away from the Reggae Boyz taking on Trinidad and Tobago in Trinidad and Tobago for the November window. We got two massive games we got to play in November. One versus Trinidad and Tobago, and the second one versus Curacao at home at the National Stadium. But right now, I'm believing that our biggest opponent is not Trinidad and it's not Curacao, but it's actually health. And we got to have this conversation, and I want to have this conversation with you this morning, my people. The numbers rolling across the bottom of the screen. You can definitely call in if you don't feel like typing in the comment section. You can definitely call in 416-881-4224, WhatsApp only, and we can have a conversation live on air so everybody can see and hear. Yeah, you don't have to hide in the comment section. Yeah, behind a letter or a picture, you can definitely call in, let everybody hear your voice, and we can have the conversation. Big up to everybody in the comment section. Yeah, thank you for joining in the conversation. Marcus Mosaic Garvey, early in the morning, say up top, friends. Big up yourself every time, Marcus. Thank you for being here so early in the morning. Big up Johnny Power, Bossa Blanc for Marcus, and definitely Bossa Blanc for Johnny Power, and definitely one Conrad Smith. Up, everyone. Grand rising to everyone this morning. Blessed good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever you're watching from in the world, whether you're watching now or on the rewatch. Guan, big up yourself. Big up to all the first responders out there. You understand? The ambulance drivers, the doctors, the nurses, the firefighters, the squaddies out there. Yeah, big up to each and every one of you. Definitely big up to the pharmacists out there that be providing the medications, yeah, to keep our people up and moving. Big up to all the pharmacists out there. Definitely big up to all the teachers. Yeah, the teachers. I can't say it enough. The teachers who are severely underpaid. Big up to the gatekeepers for the next generation. Yeah, taking care of the future of tomorrow. The future inventors. Yeah, the future presidents and prime ministers. Yeah, the future leaders of this world. Yeah, the future doctors and firefighters and teachers and truck drivers and all those people who are important, all the people that pick up the trash off the street to make sure the streets stay safe, yeah? All the security workers, big up to each and every one of you out there that do your job, yeah? Those working on cruise ships, yeah? Big up to you that help people enjoy their holiday and make it as important. All the hotel workers, yeah, the hospitality industry. Big up to you because you also play a very important role in the day-to-day living. Those in the kitchen, the chefs that feed us, you know what I'm saying? Massive blessing, respect, and good morning to each and every one of you. Big up yourself, Life Lesson to Bill Francis. Big up yourself, salute to all the champs in the chat. Big up to you, Life Lessons. Bossa Blanc for that one right there. So definitely the conversation that we want to have. Oh, I forgot to put Conrad. One Ravel Morrison. Yeah, that's the conversation that we got to have as well, because it seems as if we're going to need Ravel Morrison. But does everyone else believe that we need Ravel Morrison? That is the conversation. Now, big up to the truck drivers as well. We cannot leave out the truck drivers, because if they don't bring the goods and the services, across the land, then we won't have no idea of how we going to get those simple essentials of day-to-day living if they're not available in stores. If somebody's not risking their life to drive them across the country and getting them to where they need to be so we can purchase them and have them for our daily living. So big up to everybody in the comment section this morning. Big up to everybody in the comment section this morning. Definitely peace, love, and blessing to everyone. We are definitely 22 days, 8 hours, 45 minutes away from the first game in the November window, which will be in Trinidad at Hazley Crawford Stadium versus Trinidad and Tobago. But obviously the conversation this morning is surrounded by the injuries that we have been sustaining. We've been sustaining a ton of injuries, and they seem to be coming more frequently. Yeah, they seem to be coming more often than we would like them to come, to be very honest with you. They are definitely plaguing at the moment the Reggae Boyz squad, and we're hoping that there is no more injuries at this current moment, that the players are starting to get healthy, because you have the likes of Leon Bailey that picked up an injury, who's back playing football now. Thank goodness. Joel Latibodere picked up an injury, and he's trying to work through his injury. Earlier in the year, Isaac Hayden had picked up a calf injury. He missed a few games. Bobby Reed picked up a knee injury. He missed a few games. He's back playing, but now he picked up another injury. So he's back on the sideline trying to work back from a hamstring injury. You got Casey Palmer that picked up a knee injury. That's going to see him sidelined for a little while, reported. And also, you had the likes of Andre Blake that picked up a hamstring injury. He missed the November window. He came back for the October window. So we're hoping when these players go back to their clubs that they stay as healthy as they possibly can. Warner Brown, who was definitely becoming a staple in the team, he picked up an injury, and he wasn't able to perform not only in the September window, but in the October window. So injury seems to be our biggest opponent to date. Fighting to stay healthy. Now, we understand that injuries is a part of the game. That's a fact. You cannot dodge injuries because it is a contact sport. So it's definitely a fact that injuries is something that's going to be, that we're going to have to control. But given that we don't have a lot of depth in terms of players who are available to us right away, we have to try and figure out how to maneuver these injuries that we're dealing with. The injuries are bigger issues than having a lack in the midfield, having a lack in the forward line, or even our back line not getting a lot of playing time at their clubs. Injuries is something that we've had to deal with. Don't forget, Ethan Pinnock also was down with injury for the September window, where he worked his way back. Big up yourself, Chorus. Up top, Maji. Yeah, big time Somali. Yay. What you say? Bossa Blanc for Chorus, yeah? Keep doing the good work. Keep providing that hospitality, yeah, to the people. Yeah, big up yourself every time. Big up yourself every time. You gotta let me know what is your best mixture, man. You gotta let me know. You gotta let me know what the best mixture is. What's your go-to? What is your specialty that you got for the people? And whenever they ask you, give me something that you would like to mix. What would that be, Chorus? Let me know. Like you say, like up the live, people. Like up the live. It's free 99. It's free 99. Talk to me, and I'm gonna talk back. You already know what it is, man. You already know what it is. Talk to me in the comment section, and I'm gonna talk back. Chat, what's going on, chat? Where all the chat people in the chat this morning? Grand Rising. And up. Who's up? Who's up? Who's up? Talk to me, people. Who's up? We up and at 'em, man. We up and at 'em, giving you all the content that you deserve. We having a conversation continually surrounding the Reggae Boyz. I've been thinking about it, and just injuries after injuries after injuries after injuries after injuries. We have to be filling in players here and there, filling in players. So having that conversation for me is very, very important to have with you, my people, because I feel like that's our biggest opponent. Our biggest opponent right now is health. It's not even Curacao. It's not even Trinidad. It's none of those teams. It's rather fighting health, staying healthy, keeping these players as healthy as possible. And the problem is, big up yourself, Javon Davis. Up top, my G. Bust up blank for Javon Davis. And at the same time, you got to remember, right? You got to remember, if the players are not playing a lot at their club, that means that they're not staying fit. They're not staying fit. So when they get on the field, their muscles are not used to that up and down and the rigor that if a starter would. So they're easier to get, they're easier to pick up an injury. They're easier to pick up a knock. So a lot of things need to be, discussed and talked about at the current moment, for sure. What do you think? Who you think should replace Palmer? Honestly, a lot of everybody's saying pretty much next man up, next man up, next man up. And there really isn't no replacement for Casey Palmer. Really and truly speaking, there really isn't. There really isn't. Who do you think should be the replacement? Because obviously you're gonna go with the likes of John Russell. John Russell is probably the leading candidate to replace Casey Palmer at that position. That's probably the leading candidate right now is John Russell. He got what a lot of people would say, a lot of media, a lot of fans would say he got credit in the bank. The coach is familiar with John Russell. He's familiar with his style of play. So that would probably be the leading, the number one option to replace Casey Palmer would be John Russell. Because whenever Casey Palmer is not in the squad, for whatever reason, whether it be injuries or suspension, John Russell is usually the one that's playing that 10 position. Playing in that number 10. Is he the most viable option? Maybe not. Maybe not. Right? You said, I think they should try Daniel Johnson. Well, I don't think Daniel Johnson has even gotten a call-up under Coach Steve McLaren, in my personal opinion. Hit that like button, people. Hit that like button. Like up the live, people. Like up the live. Like up the live. It's free. 99. Let's get back to this. Right. In Palmer's replacement, Russell or Gray. Again, of course, I don't think Gray is the right fit for that number 10, in my personal opinion. We've played Gray in the 10 now. Maybe this newfound shape that Demarai Gray is in, but we've played Gray in the 10. And it didn't really work because Demarai Gray, he doesn't run as much. There's not enough movement from Demarai Gray, not as much pace from Demarai Gray for that 10, because the 10 has to also help press. He got to also help the 8 in terms of compacting in the midfield. You know, he has to be available to make plays to the winger, so he got to be really flowing from all over the field. I don't really see that from Demarai Gray in my position. So definitely I ride with you. John Russell would be that option. Now, you could go with Daniel Johnson, but Daniel Johnson haven't really played that. He hasn't really played that under Steve McLaren. So again, that would be putting in a whole new person, whole new player into the system. You know, so that's what I'm looking at. DJ and Ravo are not 10s. I would agree. Ravo Morrison said he really doesn't like to play 10. He likes to really travel with the ball through the lines. That's why I said Ravo Morrison should play the 8. He tends to play a lot of that CDM. He has the quality in terms of the technical ability to play the 10, but he doesn't really fancy really playing the 10 that much. And maybe later in his career, maybe the legs are not there to carry, that much work in that 10 position for one Ravo Morrison. And that is in my honest opinion, my people. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, man. We are 22 days and 8 hours away from the first game in November versus Trinidad and Tobago in Trinidad. The countdown continues to the November window, the first game in November. We're 22 days away. We're trying to accomplish what this man right here, the gaffer himself, the man, Sir Rennie Simones, have done, which is get to the World Cup in 1998 with the help of the players on the team and definitely the entire staff, because he can't do it alone. It's a whole collective effort to make it happen. Yeah, even though he's the man on the sideline. He's the man on the sideline. But the players have to play. The staff has to do their part, and he got to put the plan together. So big up yourself. We're 22 days away. 22 days away. He would start Russell, but bring on DJ. That could be an option as well. But I guess, a lot of media and fans are calling for younger options, younger options to kind of fill that midfield. Is there any younger option that you have on your mind, Javon, that you can reach for, that you can call up, a younger option like Amari Hutchinson, to give you an example of a younger option that can play that 10 in the midfield, being creative and keeping that ball flowing and moving. Gray would start on the wing. He would definitely start on the wing. I think on the left side, he is more dangerous than he would be in the 10. Gray is more fitter than your options. It's not even about fitter. It's about actually doing the work, Horace. I don't think he would do the work. Yeah, Gray struggles to even run back on the left side of the field to support the left back that are playing on that side. So it really has nothing to do with fitter, because I think he is absolutely in phenomenal shape at the moment. The best shape that he's probably been in a few years, in my personal opinion. But it's actually doing it. It's actually leaving holes in the midfield because there is no run happening. There is no work that's taking place. Big up yourself, Sports for Life. Bossa Blanc for Sports for Life. Bossa Blanc for Sports for Life. Big up yourself. Up top, up top. You said, so the topic today, people, the topic today is definitely Reggae Boyz versus health. Yeah, the Reggae Boyz versus health, being healthy. So far, we've struggled for the first two windows at getting our full squad together due to health. We haven't had the full squad, and I know Steve McLaren would like to have play together to build that cohesiveness, to build that continuity, to build that togetherness. We haven't had it. We really haven't had everybody in at the same time. Have you not noticed? We haven't had all our senior players, all our best players on the field at the same time throughout the two windows that we just went through, September and October. My apologies. Do you understand? So the goal is to get at least one window before the friendlies happen together to see how it looks. Are we going to go into the World Cup just not knowing how it's going to look? Big up yourself. Oh, wait, I forgot to read this. They both like the ball at their feet, so 10 wouldn't be the best. That would be who you're saying. Who are you talking about, Chorus? Who's both of them that would like the ball at their feet? Big up yourself. Big up Uptown 1G. Uptown 1G. Big up yourself. Right now, I think our biggest opponent is definitely not Trinidad, and it's definitely not Curacao, but it's actually health. Staying healthy. Staying healthy. Three of our most senior players we did not have for the September window, which was Andre Blake, Damari Gray, and Leon Bailey. Then you didn't have the likes of Bobby Reed or Joe Latibo there. Or Ethan Pinnock. Deshaun Bernard wasn't there either. Just to name a few. I think Amari Bell missed that trip as well. Amari Bell was not a part of the team as well for that window. And you forward down into October, and we didn't have, again, Damari Gray or Leon Bailey. Andre Blake came back. Joe Latibo was there, but he still had his injuries that he was dealing with. And when you think about it, Bobby Reed came back, but he didn't really look totally healthy. So those are the options that's why I want to have this conversation. Big up yourself, 12 tribes of Israel. Big ups from these parts. Yeah, man, big up, man. Big up. Yeah, man, make sure you share with the people I'm out there, yeah? I know there's enough people out there that love ball. Big up to the people from around your parts, yeah? Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. What about Anderson? You say, what about Anderson? What about Anderson? What about Anderson? What about Anderson? It's really about the coach and his trust in these players. Does Steve McLaren really trust these players? Does he trust that they can achieve what he wants to be done on the field? If Steve McLaren does not trust that the players can execute the plan, then it really doesn't have nothing to do with my thoughts or your thoughts or anybody's thoughts. It's about, does Steve McLaren believe that these things can be executed?
Next up, Sports Talk. The reviews and opinion and don't vex up a Sports Talk. You go to World Cup and a dog talk. And a cartoon thing and a South Park.
All right, big up yourself. Javon Davis says, so I like how Bailey is back. He's not 100. Do you start him or bring him on? Once Leon Bailey is playing, you gotta play him. You gotta play him. You cannot sit a talent like that on the bench. Just like Bobby Reed came back, and Bobby Reed wasn't, I don't think, 100. But you gotta play him. Andre Blake, the same thing, might not have been 100. Neither Ethan Pinnock, nor Amari. But you gotta play them. You gotta play them. You gotta play them. You can't, unless they're like really like 40% healthy, 30% healthy, the risk of getting further re-injured, then you wouldn't play them. But other than that, I don't see why you wouldn't play them at all. Anderson is Hayden's replacement. You talking about Karoy Anderson? If Karoy Anderson was Hayden's replacement, then Ian Frey wouldn't have played against Curacao. That's a fact. Of course, that's a fact. And that's what is important for us to really understand, is what the coach is looking at. Whether you think the coach is good or not, Karoy Anderson is still a young footballer who still needs as much development as he can possibly get. So the coach clearly don't think that he has the ability to achieve the task which is put forth. And the task is to, you know what the task is. Tackle, support the back line, make the right moves. Yeah. He gonna always look for somebody else. It's been many windows when Isaac Hayden wasn't there, and Karoy Anderson doesn't get a start. He doesn't. It's nice to say or to feel that he's that person, but I don't really think so. I don't think so at all. DJ and Rava, I was talking about. Okay, so let me go back and see what you're saying. They both like the ball at their feet. See, there you go again. There you go again. So they both like the ball, and the 10 really don't always really have the ball. They should, but they have to wait for the ball to reach them. So they wouldn't work well in that 10. And how much movement do they have at this point in their game? How much movement, how much pace they got to their game? That's what's really important at the same time. Of course, you make sense. Hayden sub, at Francis. Yeah, he's definitely Hayden's sub, but that's like later on in the game. Like way later in the game. And to be honest with you, you could tell me, Chorus, how much fans do you believe think that Jashawn Anglin should be the sub for Isaac Hayden instead of Karoy Anderson? Because that's also a talk as well, that Jashawn Anglin should be getting that spot over Karoy Anderson. Karoy Anderson has definitely been a part of the team a ton, but don't really get a lot of playing time. He doesn't really get a lot of playing time. Respectfully, he doesn't get a lot of playing time. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button. Feel free to hit that like button. It's free. 99. It's free 99. It's free 99. Don't cost you nothing. It is free 99, people. Hit that like and subscribe button. There's at least 50% of you that haven't subscribed to the channel yet. So go ahead and do so if you enjoy the content. Again, today we're going to be talking about what we're talking about right now is definitely the Reggae Boyz versus Health. The biggest opponent for the Reggae Boyz is definitely Health. It's not Trinidad, and it's not Curacao. It's not Bermuda. It's not anybody except Health. Health. Staying healthy. We've had a ton of injuries, and we continue to have injuries that could affect the November window and going forward. So we're hoping and praying that these players, like Coach McLaren said, stay healthy and get minutes at your club. And so far, the back line, they haven't played no games yet at their club. They haven't played no games yet at their club. It comes down to trust. It definitely comes down to trust. Who trusts who? Who trusts who? Who trusts who? It's all about the trust. It's all about the trust. It's all about the trust. And at the end of the day, the coach puts his system in, and whoever can execute the system best. Is remember, this isn't a club where you got 2 weeks 3 weeks to put in this. You got 2 training sessions, maybe 3 in 10 days. Because you got to travel and you got to play. You got 2 games to play in 10 days and you got to travel. So how much training sessions will they actually get? So it's a lot that has to be, figured out. But one of the first things that we got to figure out is how to stay healthy. These players got to figure out how to stay healthy so they can help the squad. They got to figure out how to stay healthy. Matter of fact, all players got to figure out how to stay healthy because it is World Cup year. So staying healthy is very, 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 very important. You understand? Big up yourself, Damien. Damien said groom Dixon for the... Who should groom Dixon for the position? Who? Who should groom Dixon? Because there's not enough time for the national team for you to groom Dixon. Dixon has to be groomed. One, try to groom himself, or they have to try to groom it at his club. And at his club, he does play the 10. Most times than not, he plays that 10 at his club. Yeah, you have some people who are born with it, and some you can work at it. But there is not enough time, Damian Nemhard, to groom anybody at the international level for any position. There is just not enough time. There's not enough time. There's not enough time. It's just enough time to put in a system, to practice that system, and that's it. That's why the international level, you have to be ready. You have to come ready. International level is for ready footballers. It's for footballers that are ready to play. High IQ, that can pivot on a dime. If changes need to happen and changes needs to be made, they can do that like this, quick and fast. Quick and fast. High level football is international football. High level to play for your national, to play for your country should be high level. High level, because you don't have enough time. 10 days, 11 days at most. And you got to think about it. When you play your final game for your club, you got to travel to said country. Who knows how long it's going to take. When you get there, you got to get settled in. Then you got a training session. So that's maybe already 2 days gone. Then you got one training session. Then you got to travel to wherever you're going to play. And when you get there, you might have a quick training session. And then after to finish the game, you got to travel back. It's not a lot of time. It's not a lot of time. It's not a lot of time. Not a lot of time. I don't know. I'm going to have to do a special video. It's just not a lot of time. There is no development, no grooming that can happen during an international window. None. Absolutely none. Absolutely none. No grooming, none. You can't even get a proper fitness session in during that time. Respectfully. Javon said, Anderson is young, yes, but he's fit and he will run for a long time. And that's what our players are not fit. I agree, but also you can't only think about the fitness. You got to think about the quality, Javon. The touch, your first touch, your passing, your defensive abilities, your know-how of the game, positional awareness. All of that has a lot to play into it as well too, because if your touch isn't good enough at the international level, one, you'll get found out, and two, you're going to turn the ball over a lot. If your passing is poor, that goes for all players. If your passing is poor, you're going to turn the ball over a lot. So you're giving teams chances. Yeah? If you're not good defensively, you're also going to get found out because they're going to pick on you on your side of the field that you're on if you're not good defensively. So all of that has to play into the mind of the coach because you only have so much substitutions that you can make. And injuries, you have to leave substitutions due to injuries as well that happen during football games. Big up yourself, Damien said, have Hayden back him up. Back up who? Dixon. Back up who? That miss. You got to tell me back up who? Of course, we saw that. And when you give me, you got to give me the context because sometimes the comments are a little further down. Yeah, so you got to give me some more information in that in your comment that you're making, please and thank you. And don't forget, if you reach this far, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. It's free 99. People, it's free 99.
Next up, sports talk. The reviews and opinion, and don't vex up a sports talk. You go to World Cup and a dog talk. A cartoon thing and a South Park.
Of course, I hear what you're saying. He does come on later in the game. But you do realize that if Joel Latibodere is healthy, Joel is the backup to Isaac Hayden. You guys are aware of that, right? That Joel Latibodere will be the backup for Isaac Hayden when he is healthy. But when Isaac Hayden is not playing due to injury or suspension, Cairo Anderson doesn't get the start. He doesn't. They find a different way of figuring out how to make it happen. But talk to me and let me know what you're thinking. I see y'all. We need all players. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Damon. There's always a lack of service coming from... Hold on. Did I miss a comment? Yes, I did miss a comment. Middle of the park, always a headache for the national team. Never see such an inconsistent midfield in CONCACAF international football before. Right now, I don't know between the strikers, to be very honest, and the midfield, I don't know who's more inconsistent. I don't know who's more inconsistent. Somebody. Listen, I'm thinking the striker group is way more inconsistent, in my opinion. But that's in my opinion. There's always a lack of service coming from the midfielders, leaving the strikers starved of changes to score. The strikers also have to practice, creating for themselves. A true 9 creates for themselves. A true goal scorer can create for themselves. They could really take on 2 or 3 defenders and create for themselves. They can create for themselves, and they have to be able to create for themselves. Now, if they can't, then you're gonna have to rely on the services. Obviously, the midfielders, which the midfielders do have to play a part in that as well too. But it's very important. It's very, very important. Very, very important that the strikers develop the habit to create for themselves, to create out of nothing. When you need a goal and you're struggling in the midfield, you're going to need your striker group to create something out of nothing and put the ball in the back of the net, because that's what they're there for. That is what they're there for, in my opinion. Damien Emhart said, coach going to seek a new midfielder from England. If we need a new midfielder, we're going to need a new midfielder. What is he supposed to do? Damien, what's he supposed to do? If you need a new midfielder to fit your system, you're going to do that. You're not going to go with somebody who don't fit your system. It can't work. It just can't work. Chances. Cover for Isaac Hayden is on the way. Premier League caliber. Who's that, Devin? Who is that? You guys, who's that? You breaking news? Devin Porter, you breaking news? You breaking news? Because you can't just come up in the chat and say that. You breaking news? Who's that? Put a name on it. Put a name on it. Because we're going to have another player that the coach is going to have to use and figure out how to implement and use in the system. Use. Yeah, so it's a whole new format of players that you gotta swap in and swap out. You gotta swap in and swap out. Yeah, it's a whole new group. You gotta swap in and swap out. You swap this person in and swap that person in. So the coach, every window or every time we play, he got a whole new set of tools that he gotta try and build with and try to use and try to fit. Imagine you qualify. What? Imagine you qualify the team and got injured 2 weeks before. Yeah, that would be terrible, man. That would be terrible. That would be terrible. That would be terrible. What? I mean, you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it. At the end of the day, that's what Mikel Antonio is going through right now. Mikel Antonio helped the team to get to the point where they're at right now. And he's being left out of the squad because he's not fit or in form. Of course, that's what's really happening to Mikel Antonio. So you're seeing it live to where he's using credit in the bank to make these teams to get on the bench to help, to be a part. But that's what he's going through right now, honestly. That would be sad, course. Damien, these things do happen. Players not covering enough on the pitch too. So the coach is standing there on the sideline like this. He can't do nothing about it. There's nothing that he can do about it. Nothing that he can say about it that's going to change something, because it's not going to change anything, because the players are not doing what they're supposed to be doing, that they even trained them. And then you got to make it. It's all about adjustments. Teams make adjustments in game to get the best of the opponent. So if the Reggae Boyz ain't making the proper adjustments, then you see where that's going to end up. So you need players that can make adjustments as well. So it's not about being fit and running up and down on the field, because you can get anybody to do that. Respectfully, you can get anybody to fit to run up and down on the field. It's about the quality. It's about the quality. Which play would you want to be replaced for KCP? Want? First, I got to know who's available to actually get selected. That actually would get selected. The players that would actually get selected. Because the likes of Norman Campbell, Malik Mothersill, as young players, and Trevante Thorpe, they're not getting selected. So it's all about who would actually be selected. Then I can make a decision on, okay, they might be selected, so I would choose this person. But I'm not going to choose somebody that I know is not going to get a selection, because that's pointless. That's just me flapping my gums. Not into the business of just flapping my gums and giving out information I don't have and talk about things that's not going to happen. I'm not into that. Casey Palmer, the only mid that was given attacking from what? Attacking front three more plays. Facts. 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 That's facts. That is facts. That is big time facts. Get back to this comment section. Damon said, these things will happen. You mean Chorus. Okay, he's talking to Chorus. Big up yourself, Uptown 1G. Based on, okay, you're talking to him. But our strikers are poachers, not complete nines. That's my point. That's my point. That is my point. And just let me let you know, man, I'm not here to disrespect anybody. We having conversation back and forth. So don't take it my tone as being disrespectful or my response to what I'm saying as being disrespectful. Let me just let you know, because I got respect for each and every one of you. I don't even know y'all personally, apart from here on talking on this platform right here. So definitely, just know that That is no disrespect to anybody. We're just having a conversation. You talking to me in the comment section, and I'm going to talk back. It's better that you call me on the phone so I can hear your voice. Yeah. The people can hear your voice and we can have a conversation, because you respond to chat, don't got a voice. I don't know what your tone is like, but you're going to hear my tone and think I'm being disrespectful, which I'm not. Let me just put that out there so you guys know Wagwan already, because you haven't disrespect me, so I ain't going to disrespect you. That's a fact, okay? Just so you understand Wagwan. Big up yourself. No way, NDA. All right, Devin. So what's the point of talking about something that you can't really talk about, sir? Sir Devin Porter, sir. There's no point in talking about something that you can't talk about. Just keep that until you can talk about it. I can't be hopeful or be patient about something I don't know about. You know about it, so you can be patient. Yeah, but I don't know about it, so I can't be patient. So I'm going to be impatient. And I'm going to talk about it, well, for those who are impatient, I'm going to talk about it in a way that would come off as impatient, because I don't know. And I like things to be concrete before I even talk about it. Whether somebody slip me a little birdie tell me something, or look a birdie over there tell me something, until it is concrete, it is just hearsay, chatter, in my opinion. That is in my opinion. Otherwise, there's no point in talking about something that ain't concrete. Because if it doesn't, the reason why nobody wants to put a name on it, because if it isn't concrete, then you look like a fool. So to prevent yourself from looking foolish, you don't put your name on it, which is smart. Because, who wants to look bad? Who wants to say something and look bad? Say it out of turn, say something that is not true or not going to happen. So I agree. I'm with it. But coming in the chat doing that, it's just stirring up ants' nest, because you can't be patient for something that we don't really know about, Devin. Respectfully, sir. Big boss, sir. Salute. You will know the name when the time is right. Okay. Big up yourself. Devin Porter, any info on what happened to Baker's situation? Okay, people should be giving Palmer more respect. They should, but they don't. We about to find out what it looks like when Casey... Well, we already know what it looks like. You look at the game from Curacao to Bermuda, even though you say it's Bermuda and Curacao is different. You see what the style of play looks like. You see what he brings to the game. It's different. It's different. It's different. I think it's just too much. You ever heard the saying there's too much cooks in the kitchen? Too much hands in the recipe? That's what it comes across. It's hard for you to be, you know what's going on here, you know what's going on there. Respectfully, it doesn't really make any sense. It doesn't. Because now we're talking about, I heard for months that Mason Greenwood is going to be a part of the team. I heard for months that Lewis Baker was going to be a part of the team. I heard for months that another player came and got their paperwork sorted out. And we still haven't seen those players. I don't want to, I'm tired of hearing all that. That is playing on my and everybody's emotions. And there is no point in playing on no emotions. Forget the emotional side of it. Let's keep it facts if we got the facts. Otherwise, it's just conversation. And we all have a conversation. You all have your opinion. I have my opinion. Otherwise, there's no point in it. There's no point in it. Yeah, everybody wants to be right and everybody wants to know until the time. But I've heard a lot of players are going to be a part of the squad. And I haven't seen them yet. They told me Ian Frey's coming to the squad for September. And he didn't show up. I've heard so many different names. So many different names of people saying it's going to... And it ain't happen. So it's a good thing, sir, Devin Porter, sir, that you don't put no name on it. But getting people all emotionally happy about something that's not going to happen is probably not the way to go, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. But go on, big up yourself. Hope everything is blessed with you. Yeah? Yeah, peace, blessing, and love to you and your family. Again, I know for a culture, easy, don't feel disrespected at all because you're the big boss. You understand? Yeah, man, you're the big boss and you have... Big up yourself, Marcus. Up top every time. Facts, I agree. But right now we fighting health, man. Health is one of them things that we fighting right now. Health is one of the things that we are struggling with. We are struggling with health. Health, 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 health. We are struggling with health. A whole lot of health problems that we're struggling with. And we're making it work. We're making it work, thank goodness. But how long are we going to make it work for? How long are we going to make it work for? Health. Health, 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 health. Our biggest opponent is health. Our biggest opponent is health. We haven't had our core senior group of players through September and October for World Cup qualifying. Have you not noticed that? We have not. We have not. We have not had our core group of players. No, we haven't. And health is one of the main reasons why we haven't done that. If you reach this far, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Man, I'm not Devin Porter to call in. That'd be nice. I'd love to have a conversation with Devin Porter and pick his football and brain. I'd love to pick his football and brain for sure. Seems like a very knowledgeable man. Very, very knowledgeable. So picking his brain would be fantastic. We could sit down and talk, talk some football would be great. I don't think players that have not yet ready to play for Jamaica shouldn't be a topic. It's unfair to the players and the fans. That means we kind of does it sound a bit ungrateful for the players that are already here, that are already a part of the squad, that are already grafting, putting in that work? Is that what it sounds like to you, Marcus? Does it sound a bit ungrateful? That we're not grateful for the players who are currently in the squad? Because that's what it might come off as a bit ungrateful. Come on, go ahead. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, people. It helps with the growth and the visibility of the channel. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Hit the like and subscribe button, people. Let me see here. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. Remember when them say 9 players are forward, as me always say, seeing is believing. Anytime I see them on the field, me believe. 100%. That's what I'm talking about, Jay. That's what I am talking about. That is what I am talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You're not lying. You definitely not lying, man. You have to check those things. You have to. You have to. Big up yourself, first responder. Big up yourself. We definitely have to get that thing rocking and rolling. You know well about health. You are well versed in the health industry, first responder. You're very, 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 very big in the health industry. So you understand how important it is for everybody to stay healthy. Yeah? Jay, especially when Ricketts talk, you never ever see any outcome. Apart from when things are being appointed. Let me drink my coffee. I have to cover it because I'm not sponsored. So I have to cover it up. Let me cover it up good. Yeah, man, I'm not sponsored. Sponsorships are open and available, yeah? You have a product that you want to sponsor. You don't know, you can hit me up on the phone number down there. So 416-881-4224. We run the sponsorship for you. Big, small, little, mustard seed size. It don't really matter. Anything you got going and you want to sponsor it, you want some promotion on it, hit me up. Hit me up. The email is available in the bio. You can definitely get it in the bio. Let me know. But yeah, it was first fun. We can't wait. No more, we can't wait. We have to do that. We have to do that. We have to do that. Yeah, if you have time this morning, we can do one. If you have time. Yeah, man, if you have time, yeah, man, we need one of them there. For sure. Cause when we get rolling, I'm gonna create a segment for it, for sure. For sure. But yeah, man, health is what we're dealing with right now. Health. You look at the health that Andre Blake, hamstring. Bobby Reed, knee. Now Bobby Reed, hamstring. Joel Latibeaudiere, knee. Casey Palmer, knee. We're fighting health right now. Amari Bell didn't make the September. Ian Frey didn't make the September window. Health. And we don't got time. There's not enough time on the clock to groom no players at the international level. There's no time at the top to groom any international players. There's no time. We need ready footballers at the international level, not players that need to get ready. Hold on. At that time now? Hold on. Might have what's a... Yes, you're live
morning.
Yeah, man, bless up.
Morning,
Hold on.
Yeah, bless up. I'm doing some driving, but I have a little time. What exactly you need from me?
You know what we talk about already, you know what I'm saying? We want to do hold on. I don't want to give it up live on air, but you know what? You know what you said.
Right.
Hold on. You know what you sent me last time? I want to do that as often as possible because I know you have a bunch of them. Yeah, man. We need that. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That one was hilarious. But you gotta tell. If you tell a story,
I said it to some of my friends, and them tell me say, if I didn't follow up to say, so how come you not reply to what me saying you? They said they thought it was a forward mail.
yeah, but dead would laugh. I'm gonna say me laugh and jump on the floor.
But you know what? I had to document it because I say I'm gonna forget the details. You understand me? So I had some time, and I said, you know what? Just write it down. Write it down before you forget it.
Yo,
because it was serious, man. It made me night. It made my night.
That one made my day. I'm still laughing about it right now.
Yeah, man. The lady and the caregiver, they were not joking with me, Papa.
There's some serious people like that, eh?
Let me tell you, what it stays in my mind the most. After I tried the second time, when we were walking too fast in the hospital and the caregiver couldn't keep up, and I offered her to help, and she gave me everything else apart from the most important thing.
Yeah.
And my partner, he's African, right? So
yeah.
he has a deep voice. So he says, Mr. Morris, they don't trust you with the baby. So his voice keeps sounding off in my head the most. To make me laugh with the African accent, you know. Mr. Morris, they don't trust you with the baby. So it's like, take everything else and don't complain because they're not give that. They're not going to make you carry that baby.
You remember I told you that I'm authentic and I'm genuine. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Now, I said to you that you got all those, we have to give the people them that. We must.
Yeah,
it's
man,
we drop one
fire each time.
Yes,
but sometimes, apart from being sad, you know, apart from being humorous, it's mostly sad, you know.
I know.
It's
I know.
Because
we're going to try.
Right after that joke, after I went about quarter mile down the road, police flagged me down. And that one wasn't funny.
Right.
Because, unless you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
No, yeah, man, you can't go on. You can't forward, man.
All right. So they flagged me down because you have this Spanish guy on the roadside, laying up full of blood. So when we go and say, so what's the problem right here? It's like, what made me move faster is because them saying that him can't breathe properly. Because him having blood, me say somebody mug him or he had an accident, and I would have given him a neck brace immediately, a collar. But because them same can't breathe now, me just throw him on the stretcher and just go back to where I was coming from. So he was all Spanish, so me couldn't really interview him as good as I would have.
I understand why.
Yeah. So when he got an interpreter inside, what he said was he was at a party, and he met this guy, and the guy said, "Come, let us go to another party." So the guy had a bike, and they jumped on the bike, and a couple of minutes down the road, the guy ran into the back of a parked car. So they became kind of drunk, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the first one got help, like somebody picked him up and took him to another hospital, and the second one, he got up and started walking like him thinks him all right. So he was in shock. So when him dropped and couldn't go further is when I got him. So he said, a passerby came by to help him. So he said, let me see your ID. So the guy took out his ID, but along with the ID came up with $800. The guy did not more than take the $800 and just left him.
Wow.
So you have those stories coupled with humorous stories, you know. So, but for the most part, when we left me shift, me don't want to carry home the information.
No, you can't do that. You have to left it there, so.
Yeah, me usually left it right there, so especially COVID.
Yeah.
Man, if you want your story, you can. The part of COVID, you just say, most people ask me, so what is the craziest thing you ever see? And when we think, it's not the bloody person or the knife wound or the gunshot that make me remember. Me remember mostly what happened in COVID because I mean they rotate us sometimes in the ER. I mean, so sometimes I work on the ambulance, but I also work in the ER.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll be registering people. So we jovial and everything, we jovial with everybody who come in. So sometimes some people during COVID would come in and they actually walk in. They drove themselves to the hospital and let them car outside. So they come in strong of their own volition. So we talk to them and love them up and everything. And if I have another shift like tomorrow, would I come in and would I say, may I look around and may I look for me nice patient who me love from last night. So may I say, what happened to my patient from last night? Did they go upstairs? Because you have the ER is where I work, and after either you get treatment to go home, or you're sick enough to go upstairs where them,
Yeah, take care of you up there, yeah.
Yeah, they must take care of you. And when we ask for the patient and want to go look for them, because we promised them that I would have checked in. Because once you come in during COVID, and me and your family, because if you come in with COVID, your wife can't come in with you and nobody was permitted to visit you.
Yeah.
So me take it up on myself, say, boy, me are the lady with me the man with the lamp, and me I go walk around and make sure, say, everybody all right. Because during that period, most people afraid to visit the patient. They afraid to even treat them. You understand? Because you just want to see COVID to catch you, You just want to see COVID during the time if you catch it and dead. So, all right. So back to the patient. Back to my patient. Yeah. So when I asked for the patient who walked in last night, then tell me the patient dead.
Wow. Passed away, yeah.
That was
unalive.
That was mind-blowing. Yeah, man. Because that was how COVID was. You just want to just see COVID during the first wave.
Yeah.
To go downstairs. All right. So downstairs now, more time you take the patient down with a security guard to the morgue. You no one person can carry down no person who dead. So
yeah, unalive, yeah.
During that period or unalive. Maybe not say they did.
Yeah, man, unalive.
You're angry me.
Yeah, no,
right,
me have to help you, cause you too funny. Unalive, go on. I'm being a good host by helping you. You're good, man. Not angling you, helping you.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So if people were unaliving so much, me conjugate the verb.
Yeah, man.
So much that we have to throw bodies front of our bodies, brethren.
Wow.
No, the place couldn't hold till eventually we had to get a fridge. Everybody had to get an external fridge.
Yeah.
In order to store bodies. So it was traumatic them time. Nobody, and let me say, nobody no one fear. Everybody afraid, apart from me. As a matter of fact, during that time, when me tell my wife, say, the best way to counteract this COVID, I have mass produce mask, Although she's a nurse, she actually looked at me like, what are you talking about? How does that go happen? And two tools, mass start, mass produce. I'm going to tell you one next thing. Me say, you see when me go to work, me go wear 2 masks and a face shield.
Yeah.
I me invent 2 masks and a face shield at my job. So me feel well protected. Although after this, when me go home, initially me did kill myself because some people they come up with something say in order to get rid of COVID, you can put onion and garlic in one pot and breathe in the fumes.
Yeah.
So I made that at night time after my shift finished. Put on pot on fire and I breathe in the hot air,
So you can relieve yourself of that.
Yeah, but when you look back, a foolish thing, there's no way you can catch COVID not here to cure yourself. But a lot of people were doing it.
Yeah.
And if let me tell you the most humorous thing for me to COVID. Then they start to give me some white space suits, right? Some overalls. You know, when you watch Man from Moon and you see them in a white suit.
Yeah, like a hazmat type suit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Maybe like a hazmat type suit? Hazardous suit?
Yes. They gave us that white suit, the hazmat suit. All right. So one night we go, and of course everybody afraid of COVID. So we have to go in one different direction to the house, and we have to strip down quickly and everything. So me decide to I'm gonna put my hazmat suit in the dryer. Me wash it with my clothes, and me dry it with everything same way, right?
Yeah.
My youth, when me clothes dry and me draw for me hazmat suit tomorrow, it couldn't even fit a baby. the heat and the dryer just shrink it up.
Shrink it up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, I tell you the humorous side of COVID. Yeah, that's
yeah, man. The other side, we can talk about that off air.
Yeah, yeah. And initially, you have some places where they never get the overalls quick enough. So nurses had to be wearing the garbage bag over. It was kind of embarrassing time because that made the news.
Yeah.
I tell you something about the news. So so they never get the overalls and everything that they wanted to initially. Because let me tell you, there's certain correlation that we can't figure out now. Like why toilet paper was short. Like people just buy toilet paper like they think say, that's a good cure for COVID. Like when you look on it, that has nothing to do with nothing. People now have no nausea and diarrhea. No vomiting now go on. I mean, I don't know why toilet paper and paper towels did short.
Yeah.
People just buy it like them things say, we go at the Acropolis and you have to go free to the mountain and you're needy. But me not see why people did buy up them something. And we also have some theory,
Hold on.
Have some theory.
Farmer is in the comment section. I'm assuming he's a pharmacist, yeah? He said he didn't know that you could wash hazmat suits because most of them are disposable units.
No man, them time they're not gearing on for dispose, you're gonna get another one. You have to clean it your own self and wear it again.
But they're disposable, aren't they supposed to be?
Yeah, but the next day when we go, me not get no new one to replace the one when me shrink.
Them have shortage, eh? Whoa.
So, no, yeah, man, everything short, man. Tell him say everything is short. So I'm me fool, I laugh after myself, Because if you wash it, then hang it up and dry it yourself. Don't put it in the dryer. I laugh after myself.
Yeah, cause that doesn't shrink up, man, like a baby can't fit it.
Yeah, man. So if the hazmat suit was a mask, you have to go work without one mask tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying? You're done for.
Yeah, man, me done for. Me never get no more.
Oh God. Garbage bag you have to put on now.
Me never bother do nothing because me figure out with him, me say, let me tell you something. Early in COVID, I'll give you another incident. Early in COVID, I'm treating a patient. And the patient start crying. And I say like, what's the problem? And she say her husband drop her off and she realized that no, she can't have no family to come and look for her and all of that stuff. And me touch a lady and me say, all right, you know what? I'm your family now. I'm your family now. So I'm going to make sure say you're all right and I'm going to come in. You can hear me? I'm driving under a bridge.
You're perfect.
All right. Yeah. So, say in that moment, me hear a voice for him and tell me, say, you say, because you have a clean heart, you're not going to get COVID. I can tell you I didn't get COVID.
That's
don't get COVID. People wrote me get COVID. My friend them drop out from work. I have friends who died. We never get COVID. But the lady took my number and she was so happy. She just stopped crying right there. So I said, well, she happy. But That was the act that I heard Reggae Boyz tell me say, you're not gonna ever get COVID. Me never I didn't take COVID for granted because me always wear my mask and all them stuff there and we try to do the right thing.
Yeah.
But like me say, during that period, you come to the hospital, them diagnose you say COVID you have, no visitors.
Okay.
No visitors. Yeah, no visitors.
Well,
so it was
big up for the clean-hearted people, them, yeah. Bless up for the clean-hearted people, them. Spraying off negativity.
You had a lot of people. Yeah, you had a lot of people who. And let me tell you something. During COVID, though before, there was not a lot of work for me to do. People had this conception or misconception that if them come to the hospital, they might go catch COVID. So if you have cold and if you have diabetes and then someday, those people kind of shied away from coming to the hospital. So you had some shifts that me actually asked the supervisor if me can leave, because me have other first things that me think was more profitable.
Yeah.
And a few times, yeah man, because me do like Uber and Lyft on the side and all of that. And me I watch how because that's another story that you have to go ask me about. You have to ask me about that one. But there were days when you go in and standing up and folding your hands is nothing that I like to do at work.
Yeah.
It made the hour coming like the clock stop. Me just can't deal with it sitting around now. Don't have nothing to do. So we usually ask the supervisor if we can leave, and sometimes they used to grant me the request, and I used to cut out. But it was when I time the whole staff they get in a trouble, because them don't turn off the light in the ER when it's quiet.
Yeah.
And apparently somebody came by and one patient come out of the ER and the place dark and left.
Wow.
So they basically claim so they come at the hospital and the hospital is shut down.
Yeah, hospital lock. Can you imagine pulling up the hospital lock? That don't make sense.
Yeah, but it's dark, and I mean the patient should have maybe even try coming around to the front where it was more light.
No man, you can't. First responder, you can't say that. You can't say that because the only thing that on your mind is to get help. You're not thinking about whether hospital open or not. Yeah, think about your hospital lock. They forgot somewhere else right now.
Yeah, man. So they call in and make a complaint and then they stop. They shutting down of the lights and all of that. So
all right,
everybody gets a maybe right up feet.
We're gonna do this again for sure. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna call you offline and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get some things sorted on order. I appreciate the stories this morning, man.
Anytime, Papa.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself. Big up first responder. Yeah.
So you're going offline.
Yeah, just about to. You chip out.
Football wise, we talk.
Yeah, man.
When you come back online.
No, wait. You want something to say?
Football wise, we talk to you.
Yeah, man. Go on through.
All right. So I was thinking, I may say, boy, we really fickle. We as footballers, Jamaican footballers, I don't know who else supporters, we really fickle because I may say 2 matches ago. Like right now we are complaining say why Damian Lowe not start. 2 matches ago, we never want Damian Lowe to start. 2 matches ago, we never like Casey Palmer.
Oh well, yes, 2 matches ago.
2 matches.
2 matches ago.
2 matches ago.
You mean
2 matches?
You mean 2 months ago?
No man. 2 matches ago. 2 months ago. Because remember, you are beating the fire, and I say every 10 apart from Casey Palmer.
Not me. Now I've been a Casey Palmer.
Remember,
supporters for a very long time. No. There was gang talking Jamaican boy from about August or before August. I've always been Casey Palmer is the best. What I said is Casey Palmer needs to get fitter, like he needs to get more in shape, and he did just that coming into this window. But I've always been a Casey Palmer supporter for sure.
But right now where everybody really sorry the Casey Palmer may be sick or when he got suspended, all of a sudden a lot of people who did a beat Casey Palmer hop on the bus.
That's for sure.
Like right now, right now with the oxygen, if we hear the Casey Palmer can't come to the next game.
Can't breathe.
Because we're hyperventilating right now. Can't breathe.
There's a lot of people that still believe that Casey Palmer shouldn't have been in none of the teams.
No, man, me no mind Casey Palmer. I mean, me still look for it. I'm still looking because people will still say we don't compare our assets, but people will still say I rival them ones who can slow down the game and twist around people and do this and do that. But we think that Casey Palmer come in and put in a shift whenever he can. What the coach didn't do is get somebody comparative to Casey Palmer or better. It's like them seem to be comfortable with one asset and not try to get a comparative person. Like when the person they brought down, all of a sudden now we are pull out with the hero we don't have.
Right.
You understand? To get a replacement. We are panic now.
So I've always
so that was one of it. So like even in this window, there were calls for Blake, who everybody loved, two matches ago. They want to kick out the reserve keeper because the ball came in his chest. I mean, no ball no score for him, and he was being put under the microscope. I would say. And that was 2 matches ago.
Yeah.
Like 2 matches ago, everybody said, yeah, put on him feet and him better than Blake with him feet and blah blah blah. But by the time you look round, they don't want him again. Like come back Blake, and by the time Blake come back, 2 goals score for them, they say shaky. You know, and I have a question for you from left field. When
you're breaking up.
You're
breaking up. Say that. Hold on. You break up. Say it again. Nah, you're good. Just say it again.
Yeah, you check most players. All right. Sometimes in nosy, you know, we check a person's profile to see how much money they might make. And most people, you can't see. But when it comes to the Jamaican players, you not see no salary printed, none at all. No bonus shop. Nobody else from Jamaica. You not see for the money. so I wonder. No, you never realize that.
No, because I don't pocket watch. I'm not a pocket watcher.
Yeah. But sometimes I just want to see how they do. But I don't like me want the money.
No, but you're pocket watching. I gotta watch you though for first responder. You a pocket watcher, aren't you?
Well, I know, man. Me just have to be frugal. I want the players to be frugal. So I check. If it makes sense for them to be frugal in at all.
What are you offering? Financial advice courses?
Financial advice courses, of course. Free.
All right.
Yeah, me want my players to put something aside and not be destitute in them old age.
Yeah.
I mean, who don't want that? You know.
That's a fact.
Yeah, so let me see if I have anything else to ask you about.
You can always call me back, you know. You can always link me back.
Yeah, man, me can call you back.
Yeah, man, ring me back if you have anything come on the mind, all right?
All right.
What's up?
All right, no problem. Yeah, man.
One first responder calling, man. Big up yourself, first responder. The phone lines are open, 416-881-4224. You can call in and have your say. Call in and let the people know what's on your mind. Any conversation, any topic, any question you got, any thoughts you want to share, call in. You don't got to type in the chat. You can call in. The phone line is right there. It's rolling across the bottom of the screen. WhatsApp only. You can call me on the phone. Call in live. When you call in, it's going to be live. Yeah? Don't forget, feel free to hit that like and subscribe button. It's free. $99. It's free. Just like it's free to call. You're not gonna, you know what I mean, get charged for calling unless you ain't got no credit. You gotta put credit on your phone. Then that's a different story. Otherwise, you can call that number that's rolling across the bottom of the screen for free. It's free, 99, and let your thoughts be heard. Yeah, fastest way to get me to answer your questions. There's two ways to get me to answer your question or your thoughts if you want them to be answered. One, you put it in a super chat. Immediately, I will answer if you put it in a super chat. That's that little box at the bottom of the comment section with a $sign in it. Super chat, even if it's 99 cents. $1, $2, $3. Don't gotta be $50, $100. It could be $1. Put it in a super chat and I'll answer it. And two, call me on the phone. Call me on the phone line. On the phone line. And we'll get to it right away. Big up to everybody in the comment section that come through and show some love. You understand? Appreciate everybody taking time out of their busy schedule to reach and have a conversation with us. First responder was just on the phone, said Ricketts said 4 players coming in September, even called their names. Yeah, none of them turn Duppy. Bossa Blanc for that one. Bless up Jay every time. Jay, big up yourself, Jay. I don't believe some of these injuries. Uptown 1G, boy, I mean, I tell you. You understand? First responder, see Ricketts come on TV, come tell the nation the players' documents completed. It's up to the coach to select them. Whoa, throw the coach under the bus. But when you check the FIFA platform, some players haven't switched. Bossa Blanc for that one. I want you to know. Jay said, then another member said some documents weren't completed. Them effort thief! Big up yourself. Eagles Republic checking in. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. Bless up Father Bling. Father Bling. Father Bling. You know the question. Father Bling. I don't know see you calling here to know Father Bling. Father Bling. Big up yourself. Where you there. Big up yourself. Bless up. Bless up. Didn't know you could. Okay, you watch how we went through that already. Determined. Salute, my general. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. Yeah? Big up yourself. Okay. Farmer said, like up the stream. Big up Farmer. Any way you're there, Farmer. Go on, big up yourself. Owen Manning. Wagwan. Wagwan right now is, I feel like, the Reggae Boyz' biggest opponent. It's not Trinidad. It's not Curacao. Our biggest opponent is health. Staying healthy. Staying healthy, I believe, is our biggest opponent. Our biggest opponent to date is actually trying to stay healthy. That is my honest opinion. Trying our very best to stay healthy is what we are struggling with right now, especially with our senior players. Especially with some of our senior players. Oh. Shout out to Jamaica. Shout out to you, Chatty Boom Batty. I'm not sure what that is, but go and big up yourself. One Danny Dread. Danny Dread, we had a conversation and I was looking for you, but maybe you was a little busy, yeah? Yeah, man, you asked the conversation about the number 9, which is our most clinical number 9. Who is the Reggae Boyz' most clinical number 9? Who will lead the line for us? Yeah? And as who was it? Sanzu, big up Sanzu, said, we don't have a creative 9. We have goal poachers as number 9s. But I truly believe that Bailey Catamartiri is a creative 9. He is not a goal poacher. Bailey Catamartiri can beat you one-on-one and create for himself, in my personal opinion, and make something happen. So too, I believe, Warner Brown. Jamaican can win the World Cup this year. Now it's time to go do it. Boy, I don't know about that, you know. That must be the comment of the year. That is the comment of the year. The year ain't even done yet. Whoa. Big up yourself. Respect. Most have never liked Damian Lowe, and there are a few who didn't want Casey Palmer in the squad. A few? More than a few. That's a fact. That's a fact. Tafari, you better let them know. You better let them know, Tafari. I've been a Palmer advocate for a very, very long time. Very, 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 very long time. Very, very, very long time. Very long time. And I've even said, just like I said about Damari Gray, I said the same thing. I said, you got to get fit. You got to get in shape. With the technical ability that you have, if you get in shape, then you can really play at the highest level you possibly can. I've always said that. I've always said that. Facts, 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 facts. I've never changed my thoughts from saying that. And Casey Palmer has been that person for me, in my personal opinion. You understand? Yeah, make no mistake about it. Don't forget, we're 22 days, 7 hours away. 22 days. "22 days away until Jamaica take on Trinidad and Tobago in Trinidad. Then we take on Curacao at the office. The countdown continues. The countdown continues. And remember, I told you, I personally believe that our biggest opponent is not Trinidad and it's not Curacao, but it's rather health. Health. Can our players stay healthy enough? That is my opinion. Can our players stay healthy enough? That is the question. That is the real question. Big up to all my silent watchers out there. Big up to Peter Mystic, wherever you're there, and everybody else that watch silently. Yeah, they don't comment, they don't call in, but be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It's free 99. Yeah, for all my YouTube, my Reggae Boyz YouTube media. How would I put it? Brothers and sistrings. Bless up to you. Those that, you don't want to show yourself that you're over here at Nexus Sports Talk and put it in the comment section that you're watching. You know what I mean? You don't want to let other people know that you're watching and you're tuning in. Big up yourself anyways, yeah? You got to have a clean heart and a good spirit and be genuine. But it's love and love alone. Heart of love to each and every one of you that watch me. Even the people that might not see my face or hear my voice. Blessings and thank you so very much for tuning in, liking and subscribing. I truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate it. One day, I hope we can all, do what we have to do with each other in terms of on this platform and in this space. We can link up and put whatever differences aside. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You. Because it's love and love alone from over here. I'm over here. Shh. We spray away negativity. All we want is positivity. Straight positivity. Positivity all around. Yeah? Genuine and positivity. No negativity. And hopefully one day you'll be bold enough to say, yo, Francis Nexus Sports Talk, I salute you and I like what you're doing. Because me, I don't care who it is and what they doing. I'm going to show love. I'm always going to show love, especially if you're doing something good and doing some good work. Yeah, on the Reggae Boyz. Yeah, man, I'm going to show love. So big up yourself. And I'm going to bust a blank for you. And for you. And for you. And for you. And for you and your friend them. Bust a blank as well. Up top!
Next up, Sports Talk. The reviews and opinion and don't vex up a Sports Talk. You go to work up and a dog talk. A cartoon thing and a South Park.
Big up yourself, big up yourself. Farmer said not everyone likes Blake because of his decisiveness. Facts, facts. Father Bling's busting a laugh. Bless up Danny Dread. One Danny Dread in the building. Now, man, first responder, pocket watch, man. On the low, yeah, my brother that, first responder, but yeah, man, my pocket watch, my watch how much people and money that I make. But for good reason, though. For good reason. For good reason. Yeah, man, for good reason. He wants to help them keep their money and do good things with it. That's good reason. Yeah, I don't pocket watch, but that's good reason. That definitely is good reason, for sure. For sure. Please be advised. What? Hold on, let me read that first before I put it. Please be advised any Reggae Boyz players who are not mentally up for the Curacao battle. Do everyone... Yo, only Eagles Republic would do so. Yo, only Eagles Republic would do it, man. I'm telling you. Big up yourself, Eagles Republic. Question: Warner Brown start playing again, Francis? Why? But no, because I don't really check in. I'm not gonna lie to you and tell you no lies. I don't really check in with the JPL like that. No lies be told. I did, but I kind of slowed down with it still. Yo, oh my days. Let me see what I got. All right, Warner Brown. Today what? No, look. Well, not according to what I'm looking at. He played Mount Pleasant play for now, right? Okay, so go look. Okay. Let me see. Mount Pleasant. Somebody in the chat tell me if Warner Brown back playing from looking it up. And let me know why I go on Warner Brown. No, Danny Dread asked a question already that I made a video on another show off of. Yeah. Very busy yesterday, but I watched the short video you did on the 9s. Yeah, man. I also did a long form video yesterday. Yeah, I did a long form video on yesterday. We had a great conversation yesterday. Yeah, man. We had a fantastic conversation yesterday, Danny Dread. Yeah, we talked about whether or not the striker group, the group of strikers, is our weakest part of the team. Because we always beat the midfielders, that the midfielders are not doing what they're supposed to do. Yeah, but who was it that? I'm trying to remember his name. Oh, man, what's his name? What's his name? I can't remember his name right now, but somebody came in the chat yesterday and said that, I'm picking on the strikers when we scored 10 goals in 4 games. So I asked the question, out of those 10 goals, how much of those 10 goals were scored by our strikers? And it was only 3. 3. So the question is, we got a number 9, but they're not putting the ball in the back of the net. Our wingers and our midfielders are scoring more than our strikers. Our wingers and our midfielders are scoring more than our strikers, than our number 9. Because our number 9 clearly can't create for themselves. They need to be created for. So who's struggling more? Who or what is struggling more? Is it our midfield or is it our number 9? Because like Sanzu said so eloquently, we got poachers for number 9. Goal poachers. We don't got creative number 9s. That's going to create for themselves and score goals. We don't got forwards who can create, beat a defender or 2, and put the ball in the back of the net. When our midfield is struggling and our wingers are being bottled up and they're struggling, can our number 9s create out of nothing? That's the question that Danny Dread posed to me, and I was having a conversation with y'all about that because Danny Dread asked me the question live on air, and I honestly couldn't answer the question. I couldn't answer the question about who out of the group. We're talking about Warner Brown, Bailey Catamartiri, Shamar Nicholson, Mikel Antonio, Ramon Burrell, Jamal Lowe, Kahari Bennett, or Mario Williams. And some of those players haven't really gotten an opportunity to show whether or not they can do it. But for the ones that have gotten a chance to show, which one of those should lead the group as the number, not a false 9, but a true 9 that can create their own shot and make something happen? Because we're relying on our wingers to score goals. We're relying on our midfielders to score goals. We're relying on set piece, our defenders, to score goals. That's a fact. So we got 9s, and usually we carry 3 to 4 9s every camp, and they're not putting the ball in the back of the net. So what is our weakest? That was the question Danny Dread had asked, yeah? Let me just move on. Yeah, Peter, but don't know, see it. Peter, I don't know that you're there silently listening. Yeah, I pray that you get more and more on the show. You have to call in one of these days, Peter. I met the people, them hear you. Yeah, man, you have to call in. Peter, you got to call in one of these days. Come on, Peter. Peter. Peter, you got to call in. You got to call in, Peter. One of these days, the phone lines are open. 416-881-4224. You got to stop being scared. Call in and let the people I'm hearing the voice and hear the question that you're asking. And what you know. Charles Taylor, hold on, where was that? Charles Taylor said, what he said? Tyrese Hall should be inserted in midfield. Another player that we're going to give to the coach so that he can try and fit another young baller into a system that they haven't played in before at this level and try to see what they can do. So another young baller, yeah, because Tyrese Hall is a young baller, has never gotten played in the CONCACAF region at this level on the senior team, and we're going to insert him and just think he's going to just magically do the job that he's inserted to do. Not to say he can't or he doesn't have the quality, but it's all unsure. It's a lot of unsurety, Charles Taylor. Big up yourself. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It's free. 99. The countdown continues with 22 days away from the first game in the November window versus Trinidad and Tobago in Trinidad at the Hazley Crawford Stadium. Big up to all the Trinidadians out there, yeah? The Reggae Boyz are forwarding for 3 points in 22 days. You hear what I said? The Reggae Boyz are forwarding for 3 points in 22 days. The Reggae Boyz. Awagwan. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. All right. Francis, which 5 of our forwards are best at defending? Tafari, but I don't care about that strikers defending. I'm worried about that strikers putting the ball in the back of the net. Respectfully, I could care less if they can defend or not. Can they score? Can they put the ball in the back of the net? Can they create for themselves? I don't care about my forwards defending. I don't need my forwards defending. For what? For what? If they're defending, then they're not scoring goals. That's another defender on the field. I don't need another defender on the field, Tafari. And I couldn't even tell you. Probably Mikel Antonio. I'd probably say Mikel Antonio is the best out of all of them because he started at that position. Mikel Antonio. There you go. I gave you a name. So you don't think I'm, Period. I believe that Mount Pleasant is scheduled to play in the CF Championship today versus Defense Force of Trinidad. I could be wrong though. All right. Check and let me know, Eagles Republic. Check and let me know. I haven't seen any creative midfielders since the days of Andy Williams and Jermaine Hugh. All right. Charles Taylor, big up. You didn't leave a message though. You gotta leave a message. Oh, you did. Wait, you gotta leave a message. What you saying? You gotta leave a message. What's the message, Charles Taylor? Big up yourself. What's the message? Big up for the donation. Appreciate that. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you. I can't believe man like RR, man like First Responder, Eagles Republic. Yeah. I can't believe man's like Chorus. Father Bling let Let Charles Taylor, first time on the show, come show no up and drop a super chat on Next Up Sports Talk family. Man like Tafari, can't believe. Uptown 1G, J, can't believe on the make Charles Taylor come on show no up and drop a super chat. Oh, a $2 big up for the $2. You can drop a 99-cent super chat. $3. Can't believe. That no look good. That no look good at all. That no look good at all. That no look good at all. Big up yourself, Charles Taylor. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. And Charles making it look bad. What happened to Bobby Reed? Yeah, Bobby Reed hurt his hamstring, Brown Man Security. Hurt him hamstring. Might have a tech bag, someone a tool bag. And I support the thing, yo. I support the thing. If we get back in the turn back in the tools. Free Lord Ravel. Ravel knows what is expected at this level. He definitely does, but man, there's a lot that's going on with Ravel Morrison, and yeah, there's just a whole lot that's going on. You understand? Of course, we're live. It's the good number 9 that allows the space for others to score. Come on, talk that talk, man. Come on, talk that talk. First responder, that's exactly what it is. It is the number 9 that creates the space because of how the runs he's making, and all those aspects of his game. Not only creating for himself, but for creating for others, you know? You know what I'm saying? So, I hear that. Testing 1 to 3. We now play 2. We not understand. We not. One more time, Charles Taylor. Bust a blank for Charles Taylor. Bust a next blank. Hold on. Charles Taylor, lodge up yourself. Appreciate the support, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. What's up, blank? What you say? One time, Charles Taylor. What you say? All right, let me see. We are pray for you. Are you me I pray for? What's up, blank, for that one? Appreciate the prayer, though. Oh, he said, what he said, lunchtime footy show? Yeah, man, I was on earlier, too. Approaching 2 hours. I'm on live, yeah? Making sure that the content come true. Okay, all right. Let me see, where am I at? See it there? See it there? That's what I'm talking about. General, salute. Salute, my general. See it there?
You want answers?
Yeah, Tafari just...
You want answers?
Tafari just told me.
You want answers?
Yeah, he just told me.
You want answers?
Big up yourself, Tafari, for the support, man. What's up, blank for the G, Tafari? Tafari, you know why I rate Tafari? Because Tafari stands on his square. He say what he say it with his chest, and he don't back down. And he's genuine. I love that about Tafari. Yeah? Tafari, big up yourself. And it's not because you done gave a super chat. Nothing to do with that. I just respect that. I respect that. It don't matter what. You stand on your square. And I respect that. Big up yourself. Big up yourself every time. Hit the like button. One Jamaica. Forever. One Reggae Boyz. Forever. Up top, my G. Big up yourself. No one show me, bro. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up. Bless up. My G. What you saying? It's my bro right there, Tafari. Because he come up here, Tafari come on the show and he tell you like it is. Enough for him to like it. Yeah, I'm gonna like it. I'm gonna like it. Tafari said, in a business. Stand up on it. You understand? Big up yourself, Tafari, for the $5 donation. Tafari said, yo, Charles now come and show me up. First time Charles tell a company show him, nah, show me up. Long time there. Show some love and support. Big up yourself every time, Tafari. Oh. Super chat. I'm like Kevin Hart. My savings is connected to my check-ins. Yeah, man. You can't fall the same way. Stop it. Yo, yeah, say. Yeah, this is what you're telling me.
You can't handle the truth.
No, sir.
You can't handle the
Come
truth.
on.
You can't handle the truth.
Oh. Charles, just easy, brethren. I just want to see some young players in the midfield now that Reed and Palmer are injured. No. I'm with you. I've always been the one, you know what I'm saying, to say I want to go younger versus older when it comes to the Reggae Boyz squad because we're building for the future. We don't want another 25, 28 years and we don't make it to an opportunity to get to another World Cup. Yeah, so we got to build from the youth now. So I've always been the one to say build from the youth now. So I'm all about the youth. But you also got to understand that the person that's building the team is not really so fond of playing youthful players, as he calls it, inexperienced players. He's not really a fan of playing inexperienced players. He wants to play the players that he knows and he can trust. The key word is trust, Charles, to get the job done that he wants to get done so that he can keep his job and so that he can look good. That is the reality of it. So it's not about not bringing in the young ballers. It is all about the young ballers. And if you know about our system, we're not really too fond of young ballers. Really. We like people that got elder statesmen. People got credit in the bank, Charles. So that's why I said it, that you're going to give the coach another inexperienced player that he said, remember in September, the big blow up in the press conference. Don't forget the big blow up. The dude asked a fantastic question. You had a year to prepare. And now we're talking about inexperienced players. You're calling these players inexperienced. Remember, that's what he said. He called them inexperienced. So it's clear that the coach don't want to play with no inexperienced players. So nah, it's not going at you. Just know that this is not a shot at you or treating you anyway. That's for sure. This is just responding that the coach is not going to want to play another inexperienced player. He's not. Which I think the young ballers should have had a call-up a long time ago. All the young ballers should have had a call-up. All of them should have at least been into the system or have some type of camp or something so we can integrate them into the system as the older ones fade out. The young ones don't have to go through a learning curve. They have already learned the system, understand how the CONCACAF works, and it's an easy transition into starting and playing more minutes versus having to go through that learning curve process, which we all know the window is very short for international windows. Very, very short. Very, 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 very short. Very short. Casey did an interview on some podcast and he stated, big up yourself, Cockburn, big up yourself. He stated that the Steve just wants to win. He doesn't care about tactics to do it. So you can basically throw any midfielder in there. Not any midfielder. I'm glad you said that because Steve McClaren has made it very clear. He wants players who want the ball. Let me take this off the screen. He wants players that want the ball, can handle the ball, and can dominate the ball. Those three things he would like. Players who want the ball, can handle the ball, and who can dominate the ball. That's what he's looking for. That's what he is looking for. from his players. Straight and plain. So that's why he wants them people who can do those things. If you can do those things, then you'll be in his good books and you will play games for him. You understand? So big up yourself, Tafari, one more time. With Tafari, yo, how I going? I think it was star. Oh, there we go. Big up Tafari one more time for the donation. Bless up, bless up. One Antonio, one Ravel. That's it. I don't see it. I watched Caddy Martiri for Jamaica last weekend for his club, and he doesn't create for himself. All right, that's your thoughts. I disagree. Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. Every time I try registering my card, the system doesn't accept it. You can do it through PayPal, man. PayPal. Phil Jones. Big up yourself, Phil Jones. Appreciate you being here. Thank you. I'll now Baker things now start out. How long have you heard about Baker? How long have we heard about Baker? Tell me. Tell me how long. How long have you heard them talk about Baker? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. My position is simple. Once we qualify for the World Cup, I don't care if we send Cavalier FC or 23 players in Pampers to the World Cup. We just need to qualify. See, that's where I disagree. That's what qualifying is, just the first step in the journey. Qualifying should not be the end all be all. That's just the first step in the journey. We need to think bigger than that. Because if we just qualify, then it will be another 25 years until we qualify again, Eagles Republic. Come on, brother. Come on. Come on, brother. You're better than that. You are better than that. Bailey has always been that. It's just that the Italian system is different than the English football. English football don't really use a lot of technical skill. That's why Marcus Rashford is in Barcelona busting it up right now, because of lack of technical skill. The English football is kind of similar to Jamaica football, where you run hard, kick long ball, use your strength and your power, you tackle hard. You don't really use much technical ability. That's why players like Casey Palmer won't look good, because it's technical, using your skill set, technique, passing, step over, movement. If you look at the ball in the JP, you don't really see much of that. You know, your first touch, your control, your just your technical ability. You don't see that much. So that's why Leon Bailey will look good, because he's in a system that, if Leon Bailey was supposed to play in Spain, any of those Spanish teams, you'll see just how good technically he is with the ball at his foot. That's why Marcus Rashford is having so much success, because it's not all about running hard and power running and hard tackling. And no, it's about skill. Show some skill. Show some skill, man. Some actual skill. Some actual footballing skill. Like actual football skills. Where's your actual football skills? That's why I know a lot of y'all, if I play football with a lot of y'all, I know y'all ain't got no skill. I know a lot of y'all ain't got no skill. You just want to tackle man hard. You want boss man lace. And that's why the young youth them, they can't develop or get better, because the older guys just kicking up the young youth them. They don't get a chance to show technical ability. You want boss, you want broke a young man foot and broke him knee, and he don't get to show no technical ability, no skill, They want to show skill. And they can't show skill because they got to protect themselves. Antonio was in the team at the wrong time. Coach had him slaving everywhere apart from his position. Facts. He needed to, though. He needed to. We didn't have a midfield like we have now. We didn't have an Isaac Hayden that we have right now so that Casey Palmer can play. You understand? 100%. The best EPL team plays a very tactical game. No, they don't. No, they don't, respectfully. But listen, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It does help with the growth and the visibility of the channel. Be on the lookout, man. We're going to have some content up, so be on the lookout for the content. Big shout out to each and every one of you that continue to hit that like and subscribe button. That's in your eyes. That's in your eyes. That's in your eyes. I gotta check your eyes. I don't know if your eyes are seeing football at a high level, to be very honest with you. Because if that was the case, then you'd be pushing the message and trying to help the growth and the skill level where you live at. That's for sure. That's for sure. When I hear you talk about football, I know you don't talk about skill at all. None tal. Respectfully, but none tal. And that's crazy for you to say that. Because for him to get to where he is and do what he has done, he's definitely had to be one of the most skilled. That's for sure. But you're seeing it now on display. For all the haters of Marcus Rashford, you're watching it on display. He had a brace just this past weekend. And he'll continue to score a bag of goals and show skill and talent. Just watch. Just watch. Just watch. Remember, I tell you that. That's a fact. That's a fact, Eagles Republic. That's a fact. That's a fact. We got different competitions that we got to bring them through, but caps are important, and you know, caps are good for you to get paid. If you get a cap, you know, your money go up. So most of these ballers, they want that cap, man. That cap is very important. Very, very important. Jamaica is my favorite. Big up from Colorado. Big up from Colorado. You don't know the thing, go. Enough respect. Enough respect. Bossa Blanc for Chatty Boom Batty from Colorado. Big up yourself from Colorado. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Yo, you know, man, we talk about that football. You understand? We talk about that football and we love it. We tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Big up to all my silent watchers out there and listeners that be watching while you're at work or while you're driving and whatnot. You might not want to let people know that you're watching and you enjoy the content, but thank you. I appreciate it. Big up to the teachers out there, the truck drivers, the first responders, the pharmacists out there that's doing the right thing to keep the people up and moving. Big up to everybody. Yeah, whatever industry that you're in, Guan, big up yourself. I'm about to get up out of here. Peace and love and blessing. I hope you enjoyed the football conversation. If you're watching it on the rewatch, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I got videos I got content in the catalog. Go and check it on the page. There'll be videos loaded up. Check them out and let me know what you thinking about the content. Talk to me in the comment section and I'ma personally talk back. I'ma personally talk back. I have no idea, you know. Hey, Chatty Boom Batty, they're asking you if you're a girl. I don't know if you're a female or not. It might not be a girl, but are you a female? You'd be the person to let us know. If that's the case, then we got to address you correctly. Man City, Arsenal, Brighton, and Liverpool plays some of the best technical football you will see. No, they don't. You don't have to be great with the ball technically to score a lot of goals. Yes, you do. That is why we don't got no number 9. This is the comment why we don't got no creative 9. And we ain't producing no creative 9 on the island. Right here. Right here. You don't have to be great technically with the ball to score a lot of goals. But you need somebody to be in order for you to score it. I'm going to leave that right there. That is the mindset. See the mindset? That's the mindset right there. Goal poachers, yeah? We're producing goal poachers. So you can't create for yourself. You got 9 and he can't create for himself. And that is why... One Khadija Bunny Shah. One Khadija Bunny Shah. One. I'm waiting for Chatty Boom Bati for let us know if a male or female. Not that it matters. You understand? Not we're trying to be politically correct or anything. Don't want to offend anybody. You know what I'm saying? But the question is being asked and I'm posing out to you out there. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Come on, hit that like and subscribe button, people. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hope I was able to help you enjoy through some half of your morning. This football talk. We had a great conversation and I enjoyed it a lot. Thank you for everybody that dropped the super chat. Charles Taylor, big up yourself. Tafari, big up yourself. You can definitely drop a super chat or you can hit me to PayPal. Next up, Sports Talk on PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Jamaica is Wingstop. Hey, Wingstop is fire though. I like Wingstop. Wingstop wings, man. Shoot. Wingstop is different. Yeah, man. Wingstop is that place. Wingstop is that place. And lemon pepper wings and Wingstop, fire. The hot honey, fire. Yeah, Wingstop is bussin'. Wingstop is bussin'. Wingstop is bussin'. I don't think we're going to get a response right now. Don't forget, we're 22 days away from the first game in November versus Trinidad and Tobago in Trinidad at the Hazy Crawford Stadium, where we got 2 of the biggest games. But right now, it seems like we're battling against health. Health and the Reggae Boyz are in a battle. How healthy can we be for this November window? How healthy can our team be for the November window? Very, very important to see how healthy we can be for this November window. You hear me? How healthy can we be for this November window? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It does help with the growth and the visibility of the channel. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button. It's free 99. It's free 99, people. It's free 99. Don't cost you nothing. Don't cost you nada. What did I say? Don't cost you nothing. Peace and blessings to you, man. Peace and blessings and love to each and every one of y'all. Travel safe when you are traveling. Yeah? Look out for one another. Yeah, God is the greatest. God is the greatest. Big up and blessings. Eagle Republic, you already know we lifting off for sure. Oh my days. Yeah, I'm leaving on that note, man. I'm leaving on that note. You trying, you reaching. You are definitely You are reaching, man. I'm out of here, man. Blessings and love to each and every one of y'all. I'm gone 22 days from liftoff. From liftoff. Great times, man. Blessings, and I'm out.